Breaking the fourth wall in Doctor Who isn't a new thing, and several characters direct their attention to audiences on multiple occasions. In fact, some of the greatest Doctor Who episodes of all time feature a meta moment like this. It's worth noting, however, that some of these instances aren't on purpose. In the classic era, many of these are production errors, and in the modern era, episodes like Sleep No More appear to break the fourth wall, but are actually creative directional choices. From a knowing glance to a direct message, Doctors, companions, and villains alike break the fourth wall. Even though the most recent seasons feature many of these moments, Doctor Who has been breaking the fourth wall since the show's early installments. 17. Talotarxel. Classic era, the Aztecs. Talotarxel staring at the camera as he vows to destroy Barbara in the Doctor Who serial, The Aztecs. In the serial, The Aztecs, one of the first Doctor's best stories in Doctor Who, the villain Talotarxel breaks the fourth wall for the first time in Doctor Who, at least on purpose. He does this after he claims Barbara is posing as the reincarnation of the High Priest Yetaxa, and attempts to poison her to prove her mortality. However, Barbara foils his plans, and Talotarxel threatens to destroy her in response. He tells audiences that he vows to stop Barbara, who isn't really a threat, but the way he glares into the camera is undoubtedly unnerving. 16. The First Doctor. Classic era, the Daleks' master plan. The First Doctor wishing viewers a Merry Christmas through a TV screen in the Doctor Who serial, The Daleks' Master Plan. William Hartnell's First Doctor is the first incarnation of the titular character to break the fourth wall. During the classic era serial, The Daleks' Master Plan, the First Doctor speaks directly to the camera and wishes all of those watching at home a happy Christmas. The episode within this serial in which this moment happens is aptly named The Feast of Stephen, which, funnily enough, has nothing to do with the festive season until the last scenes. Out of the incarnations of the Doctor in Doctor Who, the Fourth Doctor is the most meta. Tom Baker's Fourth Doctor breaks the fourth wall several times. In the 2017 version of Shada, he grins at audiences as the story is wrapping up, for example. However, he also talks to the camera several times, too. From comments about the sonic screwdriver in The Invasion of Time, to getting confused about being at Hyde Park in The Face of Evil, the Fourth Doctor hilariously loves to break the fourth wall. 14. Davro's Assassin. Classic era, Genesis of the Daleks. A Dalek delivering a speech to audiences in the Doctor Who serial, Genesis of the Daleks. The first recurring Doctor Who villain to break the fourth wall is a Dalek in Genesis of the Daleks. At the end of the serial, the Daleks decide to turn against their leader, and one of the aliens assassinates Davros. That same Dalek then delivers a chilling speech to viewers, warning them they will bide their time and eventually escape, and on that day, the Daleks will take over the universe. Every Dalek is somewhat threatening, but this one is particularly concerning. Rack. Classic era, Enlightenment. Linda Barron as Captain Rack breaking the fourth wall in the Doctor Who serial Enlightenment. In the Fifth Doctor serial, Enlightenment, the villainous Captain Rack is introduced. The Eternal is determined to become independent from the Ephemerals, but when the Doctor gets involved, Rack isn't happy. Rack laughs directly at the camera as she cackles over her plans to destroy the Doctor, which, ultimately, never come to fruition. Instead, Rack is thrown overboard into space, where she remains for all eternity. Morgus. Classic era, The Caves of Androzani. John Normington as Morgus talking directly to the camera next to a screen with the Fifth Doctor on in the Doctor Who serial, The Caves of Androzani. Several of these moments in classic-era Doctor Who don't count as fourth wall breaks because they're unintentional, but Morgus in The Caves of Androzani is a unique example. Hilariously, Morgus actor John Normington fails to understand the stage directions given to him while delivering a dramatic monologue about the upcoming execution, and he speaks directly to the camera. However, these shots are purposely left in the final edit as the production team at the time thought it made Normington's performance more theatrical. Within moments of the shocking Doctor Who regeneration sequence in The Caves of Androzani, the brand new Sixth Doctor uses his first few seconds on screen to break the fourth wall. After a snarky question and a quick jab at Peary's intelligence, the Sixth Doctor looks straight at the camera and utters the iconic words, "Change, my dear," and it seems not a moment too soon. 10. The Valeyard. Classic era, The Trial of a Time Lord. The Valeyard laughing at the camera in Doctor Who serial, The Trial of a Time Lord. Doctor Who's The Valeyard is an enigmatic figure many hope will return in the future, and considering the meta angle the show is currently taking, perhaps this will happen. In The Ultimate Foe, the last chapter of the serial, The Trial of a Time Lord, the Valeyard disguises himself as the Keeper of the Matrix. He breaks the fourth wall by looking at the camera and laughing about his escape, which provides a brilliant cliffhanger to Colin Baker's final appearance as the Sixth Doctor. 9. The Seventh Doctor. Classic era, Remembrance of the Daleks. Sylvester McCoy as the Seventh Doctor breaking the fourth wall in the Doctor Who serial Remembrance of the Daleks. While taking cover at Coal Hill School in Remembrance of the Daleks, the Seventh Doctor is adamant that the Daleks won't land their shuttle anywhere near the playground. However, this ultimately proves to be untrue, and as the Daleks' ship lands outside the school, the Doctor admits he has miscalculated to viewers at home. This is a fantastic and comical moment, and I wish other Doctors would own up to their mistakes like this. 8. River Song. Modern era, Forest of the Dead. Alex Kingston as River Song smiling in a doorway in Doctor Who's Forest of the Dead. Throughout River Song's entire timeline in Doctor Who, she only breaks the fourth wall once, and it's an easy moment to miss if you're not looking carefully. At the end of Forest of the Dead, the recently saved River tucks Donna's children, and Charlotte Abigail Lux into bed. While standing in the doorway of the kids' bedroom, at the very last moment, River shoots a wholesome glance directly at the camera and into the hearts and souls of those watching, which creates a rather warming moment. 7. Oswin Oswald. Modern era, Asylum of the Daleks. Jenna Coleman as Oswin Oswald looking into the camera in the Doctor Who episode Asylum of the Daleks. Despite being heartbroken to discover she's actually a Dalek, Oswin Oswald, one of the many versions of Clara in Doctor Who, breaks the fourth wall. Oswin orders the 11th Doctor to escape as the Daleks head towards the planet they're on in Asylum of the Daleks, and as he does as he's told, she says, "Run, you clever boy, and remember," to the camera. This moment is clearly directed at the Doctor, but as viewers, it also feels like Oswin is speaking directly to us, too.